Welcome friends. In this video we discuss about analytic function and harmonic function. Friends, we know that when a complex variable function is a derivable, it satisfies the CR equations, that means Cauchy-Riemann equations. What are the Cauchy-Riemann equations? If f of z equal to respective to x, ux equal to vy, partial derivative of u with respective to x equal to partial derivative of v with respective to y, and partial derivative of u with respective to y equal to minus partial derivative of v with respective to x. These are known as the CR equations. Then suppose if a function of complex variable is derivable at each point of the open set, then the function is called as a analytic function. So, the requirement of analytic function is that it should be derivable at each point of the set. Over the set S which is not open, then f is said to be analytic in an open set containing x. So, I am going to write the definition of the analytic function. Once again, the function is said to be analytic at a point z0 if it is analytic throughout some neighborhood at z0. So, this is the definition of an analytic function. What is analytic function? A function of complex variable, function of complex variable z is analytic in that in an open set if it is derivable in that set. So, this is the definition of an analytic function. So, let us see some problems. Friend, we have seen the algebra of derivable functions. Two functions, if we have two functions which are analytic, then their sum is also analytic, their product is also analytic, and the quotient of analytic function is also analytic whenever the denominator does not vanish at any point in that region. Now, again, if an entire function, we have a definition, an entire function is a function that is analytic at each point in the entire finite plane, So, this is then a definition of an entire function. Okay. Now, it is also note that if we have two function, then their composition is also analytic whenever the functions are analytic functions. Let us write the problem, and we show that this function is an analytic function. Show that the function f of z equal to cos of hx into cos y plus I sin hx into sin y is analytic everywhere. This is the problems. Now let us compare this problem, value of f of z with u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y. Then from this we can find u of x comma y equal to we have cos hx into cos y, and v of x comma y equal to sin hx into sin y. So this is the value of u of x. Let us find their partial derivatives. Then derivative of u with respect to x partially, when we differentiate with respect to x, the function of y remain constant. Here therefore here cos of y remain constant. Now derivative of cos hx, sin hx into cos y. Now derivative of u with respect to y, then here cos hx is constant, cos hx into derivative of cos y, that is minus sin y. Here derivative of v with respect to x, partial derivative of cos sin hx is cos hx into sin y, and derivative of v with respect to y partially sin hx as it is, and derivative of sin y, that is cos y. And you can see that this u of x equal to v of y, and u of y that is here uy means partial derivative with respect to y equal to minus v x, partial derivative with respect to x. So here CR equations means Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. As Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied, the function is derivable everywhere. Function is f is derivable. As f is a derivable, function is a derivable, and hence it is a analytic, and therefore f is analytic. F is analytic everywhere. Okay, so let us see one more problem. Suppose that a function f of z equal to u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y, and conjugate. So what will be the conjugate of f of z? You know that conjugate of f of z is u of x comma y minus I into v of x comma y. Are both analytic? It is given that are both analytic. So both this function both are analytic. Then show that f must be constant throughout a region. This function f must be constant. This is we want to show. So here f of z equal to u of x comma y, and f conjugate f of z, let me write once again. Here it is given u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y, its conjugate f of z bar equal to u of x comma y minus I into v of x comma y. Now let us suppose that here conjugate f of z equal to constant, this capital U of x comma y plus I into capital V of x comma y. Then you know that here functions are analytic functions, therefore CR equations are satisfied. Why CR equations are satisfied? These functions are derivable functions, and every derivable function, whenever derivative exists, it satisfies the CR equations. So CR equations are satisfied, therefore ux equal to Vy and Uy equal to minus Vx. This is equation number 1. Again you can see that for this function, this capital Ux equal to capital Vy and capital Uy equal to minus capital Vx. Okay. Now let us put here the values of these functions, capital Ux and capital Uy. So you can see that for the analytic function, now but here we have taken this f of z conjugate of this equal to, therefore we have what we have, capital U of x comma y equal to U of x comma y and capital V of x comma y equal to minus small v of x comma y. So these are the functions. Okay, let us put their value. U of x equal to small u of x and capital V of y equal to minus small v of y, and here small u of y equal to minus plus. So we have this plus small v of x. Okay, this is equation number 2. Now let us add 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so here you can see that we have 2ux equal to 0. First part of this gives us 2 into ux and minus vy plus vy we get cancel. This implies that ux equal to 0, or integration gives us u. Then again this part 2 from this 2 into Vx equal to 0. So this gives us Vx equal to 0, right? But what is f dash of z? F dash of z equal to u of x plus I into v of x. So here 0 plus I into 0 equal to, we get here 0. So 0 plus 0 equal to 0, and whenever derivative is 0, f of z equal to constant, right? So whenever the function is a derivative of the function is 0, this function is an constant function. Okay. Now let us see one more important definition in this series of derivable functions. Harmonic functions. Harmonic functions. A real valued function h of two variable, I am writing this, a real valued function of two variable real valued function of two variable x and y is said to be said to be harmonic, is said to be harmonic in a given domain, in a given domain of xy plane, of xy plane, if throughout that domain it has continuous partial derivative, it has continuous partial derivative, it has continuous partial derivatives of first and second order, first and second order, and it satisfies the partial differential equation hxx plus hyy equal to 0. So this is known as a harmonic function. So there are two conditions. First, it must be continuous. It has a continuous partial derivatives of first and second kind, and it satisfies the Laplace equation hxx plus hyy, that is del 2h divided by del x square, partial derivative, second order partial derivative of x with respect to h with respect to x, and second order partial derivative of h with respect to y. If the addition sum of these two equal to 0, then the function h is called as a harmonic function. Now let us see one theorem. If a function f of z equal to u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y is analytic, is a analytic in a domain D, then its component functions u and v, are harmonic in D. So whenever f is an analytic function, then the components u and v are harmonic functions. So first, to prove this, we assume that suppose let f of z equal to u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y is analytic. Function is analytic, therefore CR equations are satisfied. What are the CR equations? CR equations are satisfied. You know that what is ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx, equation number 1. Now let us differentiate 1 with respect to x partially, since it is functions of both x and y. If we differentiate with respect to x, we get here uxx equal to vxy and uyx equal to minus vxx. Again differentiate 1 with respect to y partially. What we get? uxy equal to vyy and uyy equal to minus vxy. So these are, let us call this equation number 2. But we know that the second order derivative uxy equal to uyx and vxy equal to vyx. Okay. Then addition of these two, uxx plus uyy, therefore uxx plus uyy equal to vxy minus vxy. So this is equal to 0 and vxx plus vyy equal to uxy minus uyx. This is also equal to 0. So both the component functions u and v satisfies the Laplace equations uxx plus uyy equal to 0, vxx plus vyy equal to 0, and therefore these two functions u and v are harmonic functions. Now see problem. Verify that the function t of x comma y equal to e raised to minus y into sin x is harmonic in any domain of xy plane, in any domain of x comma y plane. So let us calculate first derivative tx equal to e raised to minus y into derivative of sin x, that is cos x, txx equal to e raised to minus y into minus sin x, ty equal to e raised to minus y into minus 1 into sin x, tyy equal to e raised to minus y into minus minus plus, and this will be sin x. So let us calculate txx plus tyy equal to minus e raised to y into sin x plus e raised to minus y into sin x, and it will be 0, and therefore t x comma y is an harmonic function, So friend, let us see the definition. Two functions u and v, whenever if two functions u and v are harmonic in a domain, are harmonic in a domain D, and their first order partial derivative satisfies their first order partial derivatives satisfies CR equations throughout D. throughout D, comma, then V is said to be harmonic conjugate of U. So whenever U is a conjugate harmonic, V is a harmonic conjugate of U, U is also harmonic conjugate of U. So what are the conditions required the function to be harmonic conjugate? The function both functions U and V must be harmonic, and second the first order derivative must satisfy the CR equation. So these are the two conditions required to find the harmonic conjugate of a function. Now let us find the harmonic conjugate of a function. We see one example. Obtain a harmonic conjugate of a harmonic function u of x comma y equal to y cube minus 3x square y. So this is the harmonic function, and we have to find v, which is harmonic conjugate of u. Then we have partial derivative of u with respect to x equal to v minus 6xy, and uy equal to 3y square minus 3x square. This is partial derivative, first order partial derivatives. Since both functions are satisfies the CR equations, CR equations are satisfied. Therefore, what is CR equation? Ux equal to Vy and Uy equal to minus Vx. So this gives us Vy equal to minus 6xy. Let us integrate this term. Integrating with respective to y, then what we get? V of x comma y equal to minus 6 into y square by 2 plus integrating constant, and that integrating constant may be a function of x. So this will gives us, this is equal to minus 3x y square plus phi of x. Now let us differentiate this with respect to x, since we have this term Vx, which is yet we have not applied. Okay. So this gives us Vx equal to minus 3y square plus phi dash of x, but this is equal to minus Vy. Minus Vy, we have this value minus 3y square plus 3x square. Okay. So this is minus 3y square plus phi dash of x equal to minus 3y square plus 3x square minus, and this get cancelled. We get phi dash of x equal to 3x square. Now let us integrate this. Phi of x equal to 3 into x cube divided by 3. 3 get cancel and we get x cube. So we have this value, and hence we put this value here. V of x comma y equal to what is that value? Minus 3xy square, and phi of x is x cube. So V of x comma y equal to minus 3xy square plus x cube, which is harmonic conjugate of u of x. So friend, in this video we have seen how to find the analytic function, how to show a function is an analytic function, then harmonic functions and examples on the harmonic functions. So friend, thank you for watching the video.